So what did Van Gogh do when he was here in the latter half of 1881? We've got to remember that this was a very different kind of religious community then, still strongly influenced by previous Spanish colonisation. So the population was largely Roman Catholic. There was a very small Dutch Reformed Church, Protestant community, of which Van Gogh's father was the local pastor. They numbered about 160 people, and it was into this kind of community that Van Gogh sort of was had his being, really, because and from which most of his subject matter was taken as well. Being of a particular religious bent, the philosophy was that humankind was put on this earth to suffer for its sins, and therefore life was nothing but a dreary toil, and it was the peasants, really, the peasants in the fields that caught his imagination. I mean, shot through his time here was a continual kind of tension between himself and his family. Members of his family thought he should become an illustrator or postcard producer, anything but a fine art painter. And at one point he did sort of concede, I think in a letter to Theo, that this is maybe what he should do, hence his kind of concentration on drawing. And he did loads of drawings while he was here, mainly drawings, some of which seem to us now incredibly childlike and crude. He certainly wasn't a natural draftsman in an academic sense. For his subject matter, he'd often utilised models from his local Dutch Reformed Church community, who were farm workers, but he would ironically get them to pose in ways drawn from previous artists' idealised conceptions of peasant life, which is odd, really, because he was one of them, really. I mean, he wasn't some high bourgeois come down from the city. This wasn't an area populated by such artists, but so Van Gogh really had sort of a free rein. He was had a monopoly, really, in this sort of world, really, with an easy access to subject matter as well, which a townie wouldn't have had, a town-based artist wouldn't have had.